contributions, comments, questions for... Okay, so with this, I'm sure we can do it in less than 15, 20 minutes. Do I have your say-so on that? 15, 20 minutes for lunch. 10 minutes, so we could break out for lunch. Okay, so let's start from here. Mrs. Itomi.
Thank you very much, Cornet. Thank you very much, speakers. I mean, the speakers, I think you would all agree with me, has been real international standards. We thank you. My first comment would be on the no woman, no peace. Well, it reminds me of no woman, no cry also, which is just the other side of the coin. And it's a comment because, you know, you alluded to something that at times women, we bring ourselves down. And I just want to use that opportunity because even here, you know, how can we bring peace in terms of the society when we amongst ourselves, you know, because it's something we should hear, even we amongst ourselves don't work in unity for our own benefit. You know, look at the term ended. We should actually, like our visitor from Tanzania said, fill this hall. It's an indictment out here. This is something that it's so meaningful. Even if only members had attended, we should actually, like our visitor from Tanzania said, fill this hall. It's an indictment. You know, we are talking about peace, we are talking about being progressive in the society, and yet we cannot even support ourselves. I mean, we talk about, there's the differentiation between FIDA and AWLA. And so, AWLA is doing something FIDians would not. You know, we are talking about peace, we are talking about being progressive in the society, and yet we cannot even support ourselves. I mean, we talk about, there's the differentiation between FIDA and AWLA. And so, AWLA is doing our functions, and FIDA should support all our functions. We are one and the same. Some of us have dual membership, but the executive will just feel, oh no. So we cannot come here and start listening to all this and feel we can make a difference when charity begins at home and we have not swept our houses clean. So I just want to thank you for that, and I feel we should challenge ourselves. On the a bit alarmed that the emphasis is too much on abortion. It's too much on abortion, and I can see where the challenges will come. There's nothing there about adoption. There's nothing in there about counseling. We should be talking about. You see, when you're talking about abortion, whether you give it a miscarriage or an abortion, it's one, and well, I mean, one is slightly better than the other, but we know when it is an abortion and when it is a miscarriage. Yes, there are instances to save a life and all, yes, but that can be the medical miscarriage. But then there should be counseling. It should be there for women, the right to counseling. When it gets to, what about a stage where, because if you don't counsel, when it gets to a stage where, like, for example, like the Boko Haram victims, by the time they come, it's even too late to perform for women, the right to counseling. When it gets to, what about a stage where, because if you don't counsel, when it gets to a stage where, like, for example, like the Boko Haram victims, by the time they come, it's even too late to perform anything, they need counseling. And such children should not be stigmatized, but because there are people looking for children, then really, well, I know people won't agree with me. What's the punishment for the men? There's no, I feel there should be another that serial offenders should be castrated. I'm sorry, they should castrate them. It's as simple as that. They should counseling. And such children should not be stigmatized, but because there are people looking for children, then really, well, I know people won't agree with me. What's the punishment for the men? There's no, I feel there should be another that serial offenders should be castrated. I'm sorry. They should castrate them. It's as simple as that. There should be something about the men. There should be a deterrent.
Two of your accepted in general.
I want to thank the auntie over there for her comments, because that was what I wanted to talk about.
Okay, Mrs. Etomi.
We see in the offices is women that persecute themselves. Your fellow woman tells you that, please, ma, reason with me. I have a baby. I want to go home. Just try. It's when women are there, persecutors, they don't even like themselves. They're backbiting about. There's this mentality of independence. Everybody is on their own. If it's not affecting me, it's none of my business. That's what they